Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Sonia from True Soul Intuition, and we're here to do a reading for Aries to see what's going on in your current energy, to hopefully bring forward some messages and outcomes and, inspired action from Spirit for your love, your life, and your career, or however this reading translates for you. So if you're new to my channel, please like, share and subscribe. I appreciate that. And if you're returning, thank you very much for being patient with me, because I know I don't post all the time, but when I do, hopefully I'll make an impact. And hopefully you have an open heart and mind to be able to receive this message the way it's getting sent to you. Feel free to look in the description box below to see all the boundaries for my readings, as well as contact details and social medias if you'd like to get to know me a little bit more or contact me for a personal reading. Thank you guys for being here right now. We're going to read for Aries. We're just going to get straight into it, Aries. We're going to see what's going on in your current energy. For Aries, please. What's going on for Aries? Alright. Beyond the mind, the heart beats. Yeah. Okay, let's see what's coming towards you. For Aries, please. They're asking me to choose Pandora's gift and the perfection of your life. Okay. It's interesting because I heard the song Choose by... I wanted to sing it there, but then I hesitated because, I haven't warmed up my throat chakra today. But it is by Stan Walker, Choose. So if you don't know that song, have a quick listen to it. It's pretty cool. Aries. Funny. I'm just sitting with these cards and they're saying a lot. Something's bubbling up, something's been brewing, something's been tuning over and processing into something. It's almost like I can see a witch's cauldron and you're just churning the wooden spoon around and I can see it bubbling. But I feel like this is within your actual DNA. So beyond the mind, the heart beats. And what Spirit is saying here, or what I'm intuitively feeling, is that it's time to let go of all the logic. Let go of all the logic, shake it off, because it's not serving you at this time. Spirit really wants you to feel something, to feel happy, to feel good about yourself, to feel recognized and acknowledged, to feel something. They want you to feel something, because whatever it is, you're trying so hard not to feel it. And it's not a negative. It's sometimes we learn to be in survival mode, but underneath all that survival, there's a heart and a soul that beats to the pulse or the beat of the earth itself. There's a drum beating and it's calling you and it's ushering you forward into something new. And you're kind of trying to psychoanalyze this. You're kind of trying to, how do I turn it this way and flip it this way to suit my intention or my purpose or what I feel I'm drawn to do right now. But it doesn't have the logic. It isn't bound by human logic. It's bound by human emotion. And the thing is, you got to feel that beat. You got to feel that pulse beating in your own chest. It's the call of your soul. And the soul is, when it's listened to, when it's given the right direction, or heard, or recognized, or loved even, it starts to give us these little gifts, these little insights, these little inklings of what could be. And I feel like for Aries, there's something hidden behind. Your mind takes over so much that you've forgotten the magic that goes in between things. You know, because what we see, what you're seeing in your reality, if you were to look around you now, you would see light reflecting off energy or a mass of energy that's created an object. But what you don't see is the distance between you and that object is another energy, which is dark energy. And the thing is, you know, that has its own purpose and its own goals. So you're only seeing half of the picture when you're thinking it through. You actually have to evolve your mind space and your psychology or mental mind states, patterns and thoughts into understanding that there's so much more you don't know. But the cool thing is there's knowledge to understand what it is. But it can't be known through human logic. It has to be felt through human emotion, because we're talking about the yin, the feminine dark energy that is needing to take shape and form right now for you, within you. Because it's just brewing there with all this magical essence, wanting to be acknowledged, you know, but not ever being sipped from, not ever being loved or nurtured enough to come forward into manifestation of itself. So you really need to get in contact and connect with your feminine energy, your yang. Because if we're also very yang, it causes, well, Aries is very yang, aren't they? But it causes an imbalance, and sometimes that creates a reality that isn't going to help you or be beneficial to you at this time. So remember that underneath everything there is a pulse, a heartbeat, and that is yours, that is your soul, and it needs to be listened to, and it needs to be heard, and it needs to be given a space in which it can create itself, not shut into a little space, always being tuned over, always being tuned, but never fully ever being created or tasted. Okay? Because what's coming towards you is Pandora's gift. Okay? Which is really an interesting perception for me of this card. And Pandora was the curiosity to know more, to know things. So there definitely is a yearning for Aries to understand things, but you have to understand that some things, some knowledge cannot be understood in a way that is logical for the human mind. Sometimes it has to literally blow your socks off. Sometimes it has to be almost magical in the way it shows itself. You know, it's sort of like there's some type of gift or knowledge that's coming towards you, but unless you have the eyes to see it, you will never see or perceive it in a way that will be beneficial for you. It'll always be Pandora's box, not her gift. No, that sounded really bad in my head. It's like, nah. But it's sort of like you're not opening up the box, you're understanding the gift within the box, within you. You know, and then when you understand what the gift is, what the knowledge is that you've been seeking, and all the knowledge you've been seeking outwardly, everywhere but the one place it needs to be, which is the unseen yin energy within you, you'll see it better. You'll see it through an evolved mind, through the eyes of a butterfly, through transformation of your perception of what reality is. So it's a big, shift and shake, and there are things coming in. So for those that relate to the normal space, it is that you're awakening to some kind of change and perception in your world, and it can be quite, it might be a little bit over the top of what others would perceive as reality, and for you it could just be a magical moment when you understand something so clearly that it changes who you are on the inside. And that's when you give it space to create itself. And it is coming. And when you understand that, oh my gosh, everything I've been searching for, I already have inside me, then you understand, you can see your life, and in amongst all the chaos that's happening in your life, really rising above it and seeing through the eye of the storm. With new eyes, you see the clear path down to your life and up to the sky. You know what I mean? That tunnel of light. And it's sort of like, let go of all the negativity and chaos that may be circling you at this time, that may be really bringing you down, and allow that light of that tunnel of light to come in and show you the way up, a higher perspective, a higher perception, of something that you never knew or never understood before until this moment. So there's a lot going on for you, Aries, but at this time you're embracing your feminine energy, which is creative energy. And when you're creative, you're in the flow of creation, which is God energy. So it's up to you on how you understand that for yourself. But it is beautiful and heightened light energy, by the way. Knowing our yin, see your dark feminine energy really coming forward. So your intuition or your intuitive self or that creative energy is just bursting to get out. So the Queen of Cups may be a water sign coming towards you, or someone with that energy, a woman, the Queen of Love, thank you very much. And you have the Knight of Coins, which was reversed, but I don't read these in reverse, but I do acknowledge the reversal. Yeah, I'm just going to say what I'm hearing. Initially, I was talking about your feminine yang energy. It's saying a lot that with it coming out reverse, for me seeing that reverse, that you haven't really spent time allowing this to evolve. You've kind of shut it down or pushed it down, suppressed it, or cut off a connection that has always been coming towards you, but you try hard not to allow it or suppress love itself. So yang is love energy, nurturing energy as well. What else for Aries? Thank you. Yeah, Temperance. I'm just going to get out a bunch of cards so I can just speak. Aries, please. Thank you. 5 of Wands. That came out in reverse. It seems like you need a helping hand with something. And the Emperor, here you are. Here you come. Ba-ba-doom. Ba-boom. Just drop on into this reading. That's so good, Aries. And so there's a lot of suppression that's been happening in your energy, but Spirit is coming in here with Temperance. This is my fix-it angel, but I love that it's a Hindu god. Many hands make light work, and literally light work. And here we have 5 of Wands, a miscommunication, misdirection came out in reverse. So we're coming out of being a mess. We're coming out of, for me, this may be family. You've come out of a messy situation stronger. Because here, the Emperor holds on to the Excalibur. And it's interesting because Excalibur, actually, if you were to understand the story of Excalibur, it goes beyond King Arthur and the knights and goes right back to Tibetan times. I just watched that. It is a story that they tell of Excalibur as well. But of course, we all know King Arthur, who was the Emperor in his own right, the King of Camelot. And I feel like you've been denying yourself some type of feeling, emotion. I told you, definitely a feeling, and try to push it away. But Spirit keeps bringing it forward, keeps bringing it up, keeps bringing it to mind, and sort of misdirecting you in ways, it's almost like I want to say in divine detours. And you may be questioning, why is this happening? Because there has to be a lot of things, a lot of elements that have to come into harmonious energy together And when it's not, Spirit will keep realigning this energy until it is. And the thing is, when it is, you emerge as the Emperor. So this is a lot of inner stuff that's going on, a lot of moving around and misdirection. It's almost like what they just showed me. It's like Aries could also be the magician, but there's a lot of like magic tricks, yet alone tricks, misdirection to divert the attention or the eye. But this is your mind. Your mind keeps focusing on everything else instead of the main energy, which is in here. And if you have a look where the main hands are in the middle, together by the heart. And it's sort of like Spirit wants you to go through all the chaos. Even though there is chaos around me, I still see the tunnel of light, the clarity, the light, the direction in which to go, and that is up, higher perspective, higher perception, or literally connecting to higher energies to allow me to see clearly over everything that I do have and be happy with it. Acknowledge this emotion or this feeling that you have over here that's stirring. I think Aries needs to open up their heart. If anything, Aries needs to understand that everything else is distraction. What you really need to focus on is the heart space. That is where love lives. That is where love lives, and it wants to come towards you, but in the misdirection, you're directing it away from you. You're afraid to love. And you may not be afraid, like fear it, but it's just sort of like, I don't really need this or want this in my life. I don't really want to have love here right now because I'm going through so much. But it is the love that brings you into stability. Because when we're always being misdirected, we're not focusing on the one place that really needs the love and attention, the gift itself, which is the love within you, the love that you can share with others. You don't have to open up Pandora's box. You only have to acknowledge the gift within. You know what I mean? And understand from a higher perspective of what you actually have in your life and be grateful for it. So we're just going to bring in some white light oracle. See what will flip out for Aries, please. Guidance here for Aries. Okay, I want to pull this one out. Bath call. Yeah. Okay, I like that she came out for you. And I'm just going to read her message. Okay. Here we go for bath call. Her message is: eschew complicated explanations. As you seek the simplicity of the deepest truth of your heart, gently but firmly cast aside that which does not resonate as being true for your heart. Focus upon and speak from a higher spiritual perspective. All prayers are answered at the perfect time and in the perfect way. You have a powerful voice which can foster healing and wisdom on our planet. She's actually an angel. She's the voice. And it's interesting, I'm getting, you're the voice, try and understand it. Make a noise and make it clear. Oh, so sorry, guys. Oh, she's the voice, the divine voice that comes through. When people hear angelic energy, it's Bath call. It's her voice. She calls to them. And it's sort of like saying you have a calling deep inside of you, tuning. And she's not the vision of perfection, but she is beauty defined in a different way. The beauty within can also be scary. The heart, the soul wants to speak. It wants to speak to you, Aries. So let's have a look at what Spirit Guide would like to come forward for you. Ooh, just like that, right into that Queen of Cups. Oh, you've got Charity. I love this. I actually see feminine, dark feminine energy. Charity, prayer and contemplation. Connect with heaven. Ask and you shall receive. If you want a better life, Aries, if you want better clarity, a better understanding of what is unfolding before you, connect to higher energy, connect to heaven itself. Charity is one of the angels of the Holy Trinity. So Yeah, I think you're going to get stronger once you know where you're going and who you want to be and what you want to connect to, Aries. So hopefully this helps you. I'm going to leave it right there. So thank you guys. Please like, share and subscribe if you made it to the end. Comment below, whatever you like. And until next time, guys, take care. Bye.